The Prince and the Pauper is a 1962 film by Disney, a retelling of Mark Twain's classic fiction novel, The Prince and the Pauper. Tom Canty is a young boy with a large imagination, but he lives in a poor area until one day he shows up at the outside of the courtyard of the royal palace, and he's seen by Prince Edward, who lets him in, and they look alike. And Prince Edward wants him to regale him with tales of what it's like to be free, doing stuff in the palace. He's kind of naive with the golden spoon syndrome because he doesn't know what it's like to leave the palace. So he demands that Tom and him swap clothes as a joke. However, he leaves. It's kind of skips something because the guards chase out Prince Edward in rags, and they don't know that it's him. But instead he goes off on an adventure and leaves Tom Canty to pretend to be him, and all of the royal people think that he's gone mad when he says he's not the prince. Meanwhile, Tom Canty ends up being the main sort of focus as he's grabbed by his abusive father, who demands that he begs and steals, and he won't do it. So he ends up going on the run with his father, and his only friend is Miles Hendon, a sort of adventurer who escaped from Spain and doesn't quite believe him, but will be his protector. And it sort of ends up being a really interesting little adventure. This movie doesn't have as much action as Crossed Swords, but when I was young, my aunt got me a collection of classic novels, but done with illustrations and for children. So I could get into larger stories, abridged versions of classics. So The Prince of the Pauper was definitely one of my favorites, as well as others like Three Musketeers and Count of Monte Cristo. So The Prince and the Pauper, whenever a movie pops up, I'm always down to watch it. And this one was very entertaining. It's pretty short. It's only 90 minutes, but you get all that pomp and ceremony and adventure. They do skip a few parts here and there, and there's no sword fighting, but there's still enough to get along the story, and definitely still has the high tension, a good quality production as well. So I give The Prince and the Pauper a 7 out of 10.